Greetings from the Elk Garden Privy. We've got Michael over here behind me. He's a fellow AD member. We've got the G-Dog right here. And there's not a cloud in the sky anywhere. Well, I guess there's a few over there, but insignificant clouds. It's not going to rain. And yeah, this is the perfect time of year to be out here.
Great.
Probably should have came out last week too, but I stayed home and watched people hike instead. I have that problem sometimes. That's okay, I think we all do.
Orange blazing.
We are orange blazing, and that's where we're headed. Right up to this saddle.
What's the orange blaze mean?
The orange blaze is the Virginia Highlands Horse Trail.
Very nice.
It's an easier grade to get up there. And once we get up there, we have no idea where we're going. We're just going to kind of make it up.
Awesome.
Break time at Deep Gap. Okay, so this is the spring at Deep Gap, and believe it or not, I don't think I've actually ever been down here. So I decided to take you along with us, and we're going to check it out. Hopefully I don't need a dipping cup because I don't have one. I didn't feel like digging my cup out of my backpack. So all I have is this. I'm hoping that it's flowing enough to where I can fill it from the top. There might even be a pipe, I don't know. I'm starting to question this decision. This is a long way down. Must have gone 0.3 so far, which isn't bad. It just means I'm going to have to go back up with water in hand. But I guess it'll be worth it if I can fill up and check the spring out, because like I said, never been here before. Ooh, and we might be here. I think we are. There it is. There it is.
There it is, yeah.
See our truck right down there? It's a hot one. And that is Mount Rogers right there. Garvey has the right idea walking on the grass as opposed to this orange blaze. This is slightly resembling Mongolian grassland up here.
That's right. I can see yurts set up all along the ridge here.
That's where I went last trip, down out to the end of Briar Ridge. Ooh.
Found some Benadryl.
Michael found some drugs. It's a crazy part of the hood. Okay, so in the last video, like I said, we camped out there. And today we're going to go this way. So we're orange blazing now on the Highlands Horse Trail, and this ridge over here to the right, that is the Cabin Ridge. And we're going to sort of go just below Thomas Knob to the other side of Cabin Ridge. And it's real nice back there. I haven't been back there in a long time. Check out these views over here. Well, somebody's lost their shoe.
I heard you've been hiking on some trails down in Florida, right?
Yeah, I was on the Florida Trail, the Ocala section, last February? Yeah, February.
Okay. How was that?
It was cool. I think that section is kind of like high ground. It never really floods out. So I didn't see very much water.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of water, there's a nice spring here. Check this out.
Nice one. It's running up that way.
Yeah, that is running water for sure. It's coming out of the ground. I think we're about to come out into the open. So we were right up there on that saddle. And last weekend we went along this tree line all the way to the end here. And you can see right here, that larger tree is the tree we camped under. And now we're back out in the open for a bit. And we are just below Thomas Knob. Thomas Knob is somewhere up in this area up here. We're not too much further from the junction of the Crest Trail. And that's where we're headed. What do you think of this trail so far?
It's pretty awesome.
Is it your first time up here?
On this trail, yeah.
Seems like the first time. I haven't been up here in at least 10 years, so it all seems new again. But
Today's perfect weather for it.
oh yeah, there's no clouds anywhere. Hardly any wind. Yeah, ideal day to be out here. And I think we're coming to the junction up here. See a signpost. I'm pretty sure the campsite I'm thinking of is way over here. Okay, so that's the Crest Trail. And that's where we go if we want to get up to the spring. And that behind us is Mount Rogers. Wow. Check that out. And of course, the saddle at Briar Ridge, and behind that, White Top. I know there's some campsites over here. I haven't been out here. I was thinking the last time I was out here was probably 2010. So, yeah, it's been a while. And there's the rock you can climb up on. And I know there's some shaded sites over here in the trees. I think we're gonna head over here and take a break and get something to eat. Well, here's a nice shady spot. Somebody was camped in the campsite just below the rock over there. I didn't see their gear till we walked right up on them. So I'm not sure if we'll camp in this area that close to other people or not. There's plenty of room over here. I mean, if we go back this way, there's some other sites, but we'll see what happens. We're definitely gonna sit here and take a break in the shade and get something to eat. Yeah, it's break time. Michael's making bibimbap.
Bibimbap.
And I have been snacking on these hot buffalo wing pretzel pieces. They were out of the jalapeno, so figured I'd try those. They're pretty good. I had a buffalo tuna wrap. I was thinking about having another one, but I also have peanut butter and nut butter and jelly. And I may do that just to change it up. Yeah, you gotta change it up every now and then, you know, get crazy on your day off. And have plenty of spring water. And I'll probably make some lemonade. But yeah, we're just gonna have a nice, leisurely, relaxing break. So there was somebody in that spot back there by the rock, so we didn't get to go check the rock out. I think they were camped back there. And they sound fairly loud. So we're gonna make our way to Rhododendron Gap, get water and look for a spot somewhere around there. And this is the view we're facing. We're gonna make our way back to the Highlands horse trail. We're just kind of on a game trail, unofficial trail right now. But it's gonna take us back to the main trail. And we're gonna be going right up in here. That little area there is where the spring is. Okay, so we are on the Crest Trail right now. You've heard me talk about the Crest Trail and seen me walk on it before. But this is a part that I'd never have shown, I don't think, on video. And actually, back at that sign at the Virginia Highlands Horse Trail, at that junction, that is where the Crest Trail stops. And you can take it all the way across Pine Mountain, all the way to the scales. It's a nice trail. So what we're doing right now is taking it to Rhododendron Gap so we can hit the spring there, fill up on water, and once we have full water, we can camp wherever we want. We were kind of thinking about that spot back on Cabin Ridge, but somebody unfortunately has taken it already. And they're kind of loud, which makes me think they're going to be even louder later. If that makes any sense. But not to fear. There are many other nice campsites in this area, and we're going to have no problem finding a good one. If you're allergic to goldenrod, this is not the time to be in the Mount Rogers high country because it is absolutely everywhere. And the spring is not too far away.
Ooh, that feels good. Nice breeze.
Yeah, anybody that comes up here and says they don't like it, I think you're dropped on your head as a child. I mean, look at that. You can see all the southern Appalachians from here. So this is basically the junction of the Rhododendron Trail and the Crest Trail over at that sign. And Wilburn Ridge Summit is right over there. And we're headed down to the spring right down at that corral. And how is this for a spring with a view? Absolutely amazing.
Keeps it cool in.
You pimping for your buff?
That's right, buff.
Okay, we have water, plenty of it. I've got about 5 liters and I can feel every bit of it.
Me too.
But that means we can camp anywhere. So there's a little cluster of trees right up here, a bit of an oasis, and that's where we're headed for the time being. Let's get out of the sunshine and come up with a plan over there. It's break time, and check out Michael. He's got himself a natural recliner over there.
Mother Nature's recliner. Free.
And it is green, grassy, and shady right here. Nice spot for a break. Yeah, so we're taking a lot of breaks today, and why not?
Oh yeah.
That's what days
Oh,
off are
feels
for.
amazing.
Yeah. How can you not like this? Nice shady spot. It's cool here. And that campsite we have our eyes on is there's no shade up there. So if we do camp up there, you can see the sunrise and the sunset from that spot. And I've actually camped up there before and have it on video. But if we do end up going up there and camping, we're going to wait till it cools down a little bit before we go up there, because it would be just relentless sunshine if we went up there right now. Okay, so we're still on the Crest Trail, but we're headed toward the big rock at Rhododendron Gap. And we're actually going to go check out the campsite, see if anybody is there. It's too hot to set up right there yet, but we can go look at it and probably come back down and hang out in the shade, I guess. Might be the smartest thing to do because it's hot. Okay, so we're back on the White Blaze and we're headed south and also up. A little fall color here. No water up here, no firewood, but is it really necessary with a view like this? Check this out. And that's not it, there's more. Climb up to the top of that rock right there and check out behind us. Nice. We found a shady spot here. We're just on the edge of that clearing we just showed you. And you can't really tent back here. You could probably hang a hammock. See what I told you about the bloopers? That's why I can't just let my camera run, because yeah, it'll just be an endless string of mistakes. Yeah, endless blooper reel. But anyway, yeah, this is the pimp spot. I think we're probably going to stay here. I don't see why not. We've got water, we've got food, we've got a golden doodle, we've got birds flying over here. But we haven't even taken you to the high point yet. Yeah, we'll probably just chill here and wait until it's bearable to go out there, because there's not a stitch of shade out there right now. Okay, coffee in hand. I think Michael found a viewpoint out here. This looks pretty cool. Let's go check this out. Oh yeah, it's all the Pine Mountain right there. That's the Crest Trail down there.
Right there?
That's it. And the Pine Mountain Trail kind of follows those big rock outcroppings. Garby's found himself a nice, cool, shady spot there, hanging out. And once it cools off a little bit more, we're going to pitch our tents out here. We're getting ready to do some meal preparation here. Got the sweet and sour pork. I like this one. And Michael over there, good to go pad thai.
Pad thai.
He's gonna dress it up with a little bit of tuna. Get some water boiling. Darby's anxiously awaiting after dinner ball playing time. All right, well, dinner was good, and we're gonna clear out of here and go set up the tent. There's Michael way over there. And Garby spotted him. Nice relaxation spot over there. And it's completely the opposite of when we first walked up here. Good morning. We are packed up, and we've got a nice sunrise behind us here. And it's early, but we're getting ready to hit the trail. I got to work today, so yeah. And over here, this pony over here appeared last night outside of Michael's tent. Started grazing like right outside his vestibule. Several of them actually, and they're still here hanging out. Gonna bid the pony farewell. Farewell, pony. And off we go. Okay, so we're on the AT again, and we're headed back down to Rhododendron Gap. I think we're going to take the AT all the way back to Elk Garden, to the truck. What a beautiful morning. So I didn't even realize it, but we're like hiking for Team Granite gear here. Michael's got the Crown 60. Let's spin us around and give us a look here. Yep, the old school version. Garby's got the old school dog pack, and I have the Verga 2. Team Granite gear, headed south. And over here you can see Cabin Ridge, that clearing over there in the center of the screen. You can see the rock that we didn't get to camp at because somebody was already in the spot, and we could see them actually shining their headlamps at us last night. There doesn't appear to be anybody here, so I'll give you a quick look at the shelter. I'm not going to go inside. It's pretty nasty. There's a loft up there, and there is a spring way not too far over that little hillside. It's a spring with a view, and it's to go check out the privy. Okay, so this is Thomas Knob Privy. That's a beauty. Gabled roof, lots of ventilation. Got cribbing down here. It's a composting privy. No odor. So we've got a can full of duff. Railings, shelf to put stuff. Yeah. So far so good. Okay, so we just got done talking to John, or talking to Elton, as we sometimes say at work. I have to give it 5 stars. That is a great privy. It has everything a 5-star privy should have. It has privacy, it has light, it has ventilation, spaciousness, and general cleanliness. So, Thomas Knob Privy, in my book, 5 stars. So we're kind of skirting the edge of Mount Rogers right now. And like I said before, we're just a little higher than we were yesterday. And now we're back in the woods. Alright, so we're coming up on Briar Ridge. And yesterday, you can see the trail. We just kind of walked right down there. That's the Highlands Horse Trail. So we're getting our exercise. Lots of steps. Yeah, the horse trail is much easier.
Yeah, it is.
Because we're going up right now, only to go down. So the AT has been going uphill a good portion of the way, southbound back to Elk Garden. So I'll have to say the horse trail is a much easier way back down. That's the way we came back down on the last video. This is a little bit more variety. It's kind of a meandering path, and not bad, just a lot of uphill and a lot of downhill. It's a bit more rugged, although here it seems very mild. There are definitely rocky parts, but either way, I'm enjoying it. Perfect day for a walk through the woods. All right, we're not far from the parking lot now. We're coming out of the woods, and we got one more little hill, but actually the hill is a open hill, bald hill, so it's a little bit scenic. It's not bad. And once we come over that and start heading downhill, we will be in Elk Garden, and that will be the end of another trip. So let's say thanks for coming along on this excursion, and we will see you next time.